Well, we'll call our June 11th, 2012 Traffic and Parking Commission meeting to order. Appreciate all the commissioners being here. Appreciate the staff. And we don't have anyone in the audience at the present time, but appreciate you being here and your interest and participation. If you're not satisfied with the decision made by the Traffic and Parking Commission, you may appeal the decision by filing for a writ of certiorari with the Davidson County Chancery or Circuit Court. Your appeal must be filed within 60 days of the date of the entry of the Commission's decision. We advise that you seek your own independent legal advice to ensure that your appeal is filed in a timely manner and that all procedural requirements have been met. Okay. First item on our agenda is under new business is Brewer Drive, and we'll ask for a staff report and recommendation.
At last month's meeting, there was an appeal of an always stop at Brewer at Westcrest to the left of the screen there. And after the presentations by the council lady and by staff, the commission decided to approve the installation. Now, after the meeting, we met the council lady on site, and she decided because of the geometrics and the vertical curvature of the roadway that actually that's not the best place for an always stop, and she requested that we move what would be an always stop at Westcrest up to Southcrest, down to your lower right. We took a look at it. The volumes were the same that was just previously approved. The accident history was almost identical. It was identical, 0 accidents. So considering that Westcrest was just approved through a denial process and an appeal, we decided to bring it back Southcrest with a staff recommendation for approval, and then to rescind Metro Legal, if that's the proper way to do it, the approval at Westcrest. So in other words, move the previously approved always stop up to Southcrest Drive. The vertical curvature is nice and flat at the other intersection. We were worried about an always stop at Westcrest, so we request the commission to rescind the previously approved Westcrest Drive and approve Southcrest Drive.
Okay, that is staff recommendation.
And I did talk to the council lady, and she is behind this.
Okay. Let's handle this in two different motions. Let's rescind one, approve it, and then recommend the second one.
Okay.
Commissioner?
Chip, was the signs ever put up?
No, sir. There were markings put on the street for the Tennessee one-call service. We've since gone out and blacked those out. That's just preliminary. Before you install a sign, you have to do the one call.
Okay. Just to keep everything legal and so forth, give me a motion to rescind the first one.
I will make a motion to.
Okay, in a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Need a motion to approve the second one.
So moved. Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes approved. See, the council person is not here, but I think she was in agreement with your recommendation, right?
Correct.
Okay, fine. Ms. Marshall, you want to give us a report on the Public Square Garage event?
This is a request from the Nashville Convention and Visitors Bureau to provide complimentary parking at the Public Square Garage for the volunteers that will be working the 4th of July celebration. According to the contract with the Nashville Downtown Partnership, any request for complimentary parking must be approved by the Commission. We have done this in years past, and staff recommendation is for approval.
Okay, and this is your recommendation?
Yes, it is.
Okay, we have a recommendation. Can I have a motion?
I make a motion to approve the free public parking for the volunteers at the 4th of July celebration.
Good.
I second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? So approved. We're moving right along.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, sir.
Do we need to approve the minutes of the last meeting?
We do. Thank you.
And
Okay, let's approve first of all, let's approve this agenda. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Can Okay, and all in favor? Aye. Okay, opposed? And approval of the minutes of May the 14th.
So moved.
Have a motion and a second?
No, I've never seen them already.
Hold on.
Do we need to, because I was talking with legal folks, do we need to do something with the minutes that relates to the motion about the four-way stop and three-way stop?
Yeah, I need to, actually, your May minutes were not published. You guys didn't have them. So next month, we're going to approve 2 sets of minutes. We don't have the minutes ready for May, to be honest with you. So we have to submit those at the next meeting for approval, and then we'll submit the June minutes from this meeting for approval. Is that okay, Metro Legal?
Yes, I think so. What we were discussing before the meeting was just that the action of the commission isn't final until the minutes are approved adopting that action. So the action that was taken at the May meeting on the Brewer Street stop sign maybe kind of unofficially tweaked by what you did here today, I guess, because they haven't technically been adopted yet. But I think it's fine. The way you did it, I think it's fine. So.
Okay. Thanks for bringing this to my attention. Thank you. Okay, we're down to our consent agenda. Items on the consent agenda will be voted on at a single time. No individual public hearing will be held, nor will the commission debate these items unless a member of the audience or the commission requests that the item be removed from the consent agenda. They are as follows. Install truck restriction signs on California Avenue from 54th Avenue North to 57th Avenue North. Install taxi cab stand on the south side of Broadway at 4th Avenue North. Modify a speed limit on Belmont Boulevard from Blair Avenue to Shackelford Road from 35 mile per hour to 30 mile per hour. Modify a speed limit on Woodlawn from 21st Avenue to Harding Road from 35 miles per hour to 30 miles per hour. Authorize residential permit parking on Housing from 11th Avenue South to 12th Avenue South, and install a stop sign on Powell Place at Powell Place. Do I have a motion?
I so move.
And Powell Place at Powell Place is correct. Is that off of
Over by 100 Oaks, just the curvature of the roadway.
right?
The proper placement of the stop sign is at Powell Place and Powell Place as opposed to the entrance to the shopping area.
Okay, we have a motion. Did I get a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a second. We'll move on down to our reports. Hope you have a copy of the consent agenda on the parking report, the engineering report, and the accepted roadway report. Do I have a motion for approval?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any other business?
Can I ask a question?
Yes?
I noticed that on the consent agenda, we've dropped 2 speed limits from 35 to 30. What is the reasoning for that? I'll tell you why I ask, because, and this is a little bit different. I'm coming home from Knoxville a few weeks back. The speed limit is 70. It's interstate. And all of a sudden, it drops to 55, like that. And people going by at 70. I don't think anybody has seen the sign. And it made me wonder why on interstate, then I see this here. And I notice around the city, we've dropped speed limits from 35 to 30.
Excellent question. And from an engineering standpoint, first of all, we'll talk like engineering people would talk. You do a radar study, and you calculate what they call the 85th percent speed. And that's what you post as your speed limit. It's called the 85th percentile speed. And that gets back to your 70 mile per hour example. You post it at what people are doing. Because in general, people know the safe travel speed, and they'll drive it. Of course, you'll have the 15% that go over. So in general, the posted speed limit is adjusted for the way people drive, the curvature of the road and the congestion.
Right.
People will do what they can do. There are cases, like in the Belmont area, where there's just pedestrians crossing randomly, or there's driveways sneaking up on you, or restaurants, and you find a place to park quickly. And there'll be another reason that you want to lower the speeds so the police department can enforce unsafe conditions. Even though people could travel 35, 30 or so might be more appropriate because of the surroundings. Now, on the interstate, a lot of times it could be interchange related. When you have to change interstates, they'll drop them way down real quick. There could have been a fatality or something that politically it got changed. I've driven through them, we've all driven through them, and you say, why is this? But there could be a lot of conditions, but for the most part, just on the surface, when we build a new road, you do the 85th percentile speed based on the geometrics of the road. And then accident-wise or politically or congestion, it can change from there. Many reasons. We have one coming before you next month, probably, that'll be an appeal where the gun speed limit says it should remain as is. The requesting party will come in here and say otherwise.
All right.
Okay.
Put a governor on my car.
Okay. Yes, Commissioner, go ahead.
Question for Chip on the consent agenda with the residential permit parking on Houseland. Have we looked at Gilmore? I think I asked you something about that with that new urban grove. I think all those streets around there are.
We met with the neighborhood group there Tuesday night.
Okay.
And they're going to bring in. We talked about Halcyon. Should we even bring it before you today? Because there's a bigger picture coming, including urban grubbing, all the way down to the park and all the way towards the other end. They're working on their petition for that right now, and they had this one ready, so we went ahead with this one. There's more coming.
I would suspect so.
I'd like to recognize Councilman Tim Penny.
Hey, guys.
He just came in.
Okay. Councilman, did you have anything you want to speak to the commission on?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Like I said, there's just something that was coming before y'all, Powell Avenue today, with some stop signs and things, and I just want to say I was supportive of that.
You're always welcome.
Those come up. Thank you.
Any comments from any other commissioners or the staff? We've got a short agenda.
Are you aware that we took vote on that?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Go for it.
Sergeant?
Make a motion to adjourn.
We have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thanks for being here. Our next meeting is July the 9th.